Hello and welcome to This is Nigeria, Unlocking Her Potentials. Now, this is the program that showcases Nigeria's investment and development opportunities across the 36 states of Nigeria, with special focus on the non-oil sectors of the economy. However, our searchlight today is on the Nigerian Immigration Service. Why the Immigration Service? Because it's your first port of call going out of Nigeria and coming into Nigeria. So what are the chances for investors? What special programs do we have for investors coming into Nigeria? And what's the new e-passport and visa regime of the Nigerian Immigration Service? This plus more is all the answers you'll be getting onto the program as I speak to the Comptroller General of the Nigerian Immigration Service, Mohammed Babandede, MFR. Please don't go away. My name is Mayowa Oluwabi. Stay with us.
The Nigerian Immigration Service, NIS, as it is known today, is an offshoot of the colonial Nigeria Police. In August 1958, prior to Nigeria's independence, the Immigration Department was excised from the colonial Nigeria Police and became autonomous. It was then headed by the Chief Immigration Officer. An Act of Parliament establishing the Immigration Department came into being on 1st August 1963. Due to long years of military rule, this act was not amended until the year 2014, with further amendments in 2015. Following these amendments, the core mandates of the Nigeria Immigration Service, as spelled out by the Immigration Act, are A. The control of persons entering or leaving Nigeria. B. The issuance of travel documents to Nigerians. C. The issuance of resident permits to foreigners in Nigeria. D. Border surveillance and patrol. E. Enforcement of laws and regulations with which they are directly charged. F. And the performance of any paramilitary duties within or outside Nigeria as may be required of them. The Nigeria Immigration Service has undergone several reconstructuring in order to bring it up to date with global trends in line with global, regional, and sub-regional political alignments. One of those efforts was the introduction of the Machine-Readable Electronic Passport, MRP, popularly called the e-passport, in 2007. Also, between 1990 and 1995, Alhaji Garba Abbas became the first Comptroller General of the NIS. He was originally appointed as the Director of Immigration, but his designation changed midway through his tenure to Comptroller General of the Nigeria Immigration Service. Alhaji Garba Abbas thus has the singular distinction of being the last Director of Immigration and as well the first Comptroller General of the Nigeria Immigration Service. For operational effectiveness, the Nigeria Immigration Service has 8 zonal commands, as well as commands in the 36 states of the Federation and the FCT, with other 5 special commands. The service equally has presence in all 774 local government areas of the country and 54 missions abroad. In order to effectively carry out its primary function of gatekeeping to the nation, the NIS has presence in 114 recognized border posts, 6 seaports, and 5 international airports spread across the country. As at December 31st, 2020, the Nigeria Immigration Service has a staff strength of 25,303 personnel, which cuts across all cadres of the service, carrying out different functions in order to deliver quality service to the Nigerian people. While it will not be out of place to say that the Nigeria Immigration Service has done well over the years in delivering on all its core mandates, it is pertinent to note that the appointment of the current Comptroller General of the Nigeria Immigration Service, Mohammed Babandede, has exponentially improved the service delivery of the NIS to the Nigerian people. Mohammed Babandede was born on November 21, 1963, in Malam Maduri in present-day Jigawa State. He attended primary school in his village, and after his secondary school education, proceeded to Bayero University, Kano, where he obtained a Bachelor of Arts degree in History and Islamic Studies in 1984. He later obtained a master's degree in Law Enforcement and Criminal Justice from the Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. He joined the Nigerian Immigration Service in 1985 as an assistant superintendent and was a participant of the 12th Cadet Basic Course at the Immigration Training School, Kano. On graduation, he was deployed to the Abuja command of the NIS. Since then, he has risen through the ranks and occupied various positions, including that of the Deputy Comptroller General Directorate of Passport and Operations, a position he occupied until May 15, 2016, when he was appointed as the 16th Comptroller General of the Nigerian Immigration Service by President Muhammadu Buhari. Prior to Babandede's appointment, the NIS had 7 directorates. These directorates were, however, haphazardly organized and unwieldy. Soon after taking office, Babandede moved quickly to reverse this trend and began to build a more focused, operational-based and professional NIS that understands its duties. In this way, he has created a more functional service that is focused on its core mandates, a Nigerian Immigration Service, which Nigerians can be proud of. Today, instead of 7 unwieldy directorates, the Nigerian Immigration Service has 8 directorates, with each directly focused on the core mandates of the NIS, viz. Migration management, border management, visa and residency, investigation and compliance, passport and other travel documents. The other 3 are Human Resource Management, Planning, Research and Statistics, and Finance and Accounts. This is Nigeria recently had a chat with the Comptroller General of the Nigerian Immigration Service, Mohammed Babandede, in his office, and the conversation was eye-opening. It showcased a man not only abreast of the goings-on and innovations in the world of immigration, but a man who is on top of his game. Despite the persistent complaints by Nigerians of poor leadership in the various sectors of the Nigerian polity, Mohammed Babandede could be said to be a round peg in a round hole.
Welcome back to the program. This is Nigeria, and we're unlocking the Nigerian Immigration Service today by speaking to the Comptroller General of the Nigerian Immigration Service, Mohammed Babandede, MFR. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Now, let me start by asking you, what structural adjustments did you have to make in order to implement effectively your strategies?
You see, we met a structure that wasn't functioning. So the strategy asked us to reform the structure itself. I give you an example. It's like you have a ministry in charge of health, and you find out that ministry, the main departments of the ministry, do not talk about health issue. Then what are you going to face? How do you even implement health issue? Let's say your main department are talking about construction, they are talking about operation, they are talking about human management. So that's what I found. The directorates in NIS at that time, they were not focused toward achieving the mandate we want to do. So we reformed the directorate and made it into 8 directorates. All of them focus. I'll give you an example. Directorate of Human Resources Management. It was not called, it was just the personnel directorate. Human Resources Management. Human beings are the resources. So this is how to manage it. We made it a directorate. We had an operational directorate. Under the operational directorate, you see passport, you see visa. All the job we are doing is called operational at that time. So we divided that directorate. We created directorate of visa and residency. We created Directorate of Passport and Other Travel Documents. So you can see we took our profession, created Directorate of Border Management. It was called Border Patrol. Patrol is just a company of border management. So we created border. So we created a department that will work. We train staffs in management and in strategy, in social intelligence and emotional intelligence. We prepared the staff because the greatest asset you had are your staffs. Then we begin to implement, and that's the result you see.
So under your leadership, the Nigerian Immigration Service came up with a new visa and passport regime. What informed this policy?
As a professional, our duty is to control entry of persons into Nigeria. So the best way to start controlling a person is through a visa regime. You can see if you want to go to UK or if you go to US, you don't go to US itself. You start with the embassy of the US in Nigeria. It is called control before entry, a visa regime. That's why we developed a new visa called Nigerian Visa Policy 2020, which Mr. President launched in 2020. This visa has 76 types of categories. We are having only 6, which means every intention you want to come to this country, we have a visa for you. And not only that, this visa is based purely on reciprocity. We will be reviewing it annually to see what type of treatment you give us. If we can reciprocate and give the same to you. So it's a new visa policy that is based on biometric, that contribute to ease of doing business, where we can liberalize, like allowing people to come into our country and do a short-time visit for business is allowed to be picked online. No contact with the person. Today, any person who wants to come for a short visit to Nigeria for business discussion can go to our website, www.immigration.gov.ng, apply for visa on arrival, get his approval online, and come to Nigeria. So we have reduced the human contact and make business trip easy. This contributes to our ranking in the ease of doing business in the global form of World Bank ranking. You can see the visa regime is fantastic because it is looking at what we need. We have also in the visa system, we look at Nigerians who, due to reasons beyond their control, they had to renounce their citizenship. If you are a Nigerian citizen, you reside in China and you have to acquire Chinese citizenship, Chinese will not allow you to keep your Nigerian citizenship. If you're in Germany, you will not be allowed. So there are countries that do not allow dual citizenship, even though we allow it. So these citizens are forced to renounce their citizenship because of the location they are. We have allowed to give them a special visa regime, which means the visa is looking at our needs. These people can take their visa easily without difficulty like others that are getting visa. The visa regime is fantastic today. I'm glad to say that we are running into one global e-visa. In the next few months, we hope to launch one e-visa system, which means globally our visa will be in one visa form system. We have done a lot of reforms. We have developed a manual for the implementation for law enforcement. By the time when we have one e-global visa, the contact with human being will almost be minimized. Already for visa and arrival, we have succeeded. What did we do in passport? In 2017, we went to Abeokuta retreat. Every year when I came on board, I introduced annual conference. This annual conference enables you to study and analyze how far you have gone with top management and find a way forward. In 2017, we dedicated the annual conference to passport, document, and process review. By 2017, our e-passport was already 10 years. If we have a document 10 years, it was due for review. We invited people who use our document in the airports globally to come and critique our document. I'm glad that Mr. President launched a new passport in 2019, enhanced passport with enhanced security feature, linked to national identity. We're the first agency who have raised the importance of unified identity. Said you cannot get the enhanced passport except you have a NIN number. I'm glad to tell you that we have seen wonders. We have seen great Nigerians who are occupying great positions but with different identity, which is not good for our country. Today, you cannot have the e-passport until your identity is rhymed together with the NIN number. So even if it is a letter, the system will not go. Not only that, we have answered the need of the diaspora. Since we have challenges of diaspora, sometimes no Nigerian mission, we have improved the period validity of passport from 5 years to 10 years. So you can see we have done a reform, and now we're in the process of new reform. We are trying to, due to scarcity of booklet, we are trying to reduce corruption in the system by opening what we call express centers, where businessmen can run a passport fast track. The visa on arrival means you don't need to go to the embassy. It is targeting great businessmen who are not our citizens, who wants to enter Nigeria. Remember, we give visas to people who are not our citizens to come to Nigeria, except citizens of ECOWAS who don't require a visa to come into Nigeria. So if you are like American citizen, you are a great businessman, you go to Dubai, you go to Israel, you go to Saudi, you're busy moving around. And then suddenly your Nigerian partner invited you, so please come, let us discuss about establishing a factory. The rule of visa is that you have to go back to your home country or a country which you are resident to apply for visa. You are Nigerian. If you travel to US today and you cannot walk into British High Commission and say you want a visa, the British people say, no, you are a Nigerian citizen. You are not resident in the US. Go back to your country and apply for visa. But we give opportunity to that business people. Wherever they are, they go to the website, they apply, we give them visas. This is how the visa on arrival works. It's a system that is automated and real-time online.
We'll go on a short break and we'll be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back. This is Nigeria, unlocking her potential, and the conversation is still on the Nigerian Immigration Service. And we've been talking to the Comptroller General, Nigerian Immigration Service, Mohammed Bambandende, MFR, a man who has been doing transformational wonders at the Nigerian Immigration Service. My next question comes. Our borders have been an issue in recent times. What is the Immigration Service doing to make our borders safe?
Yeah, we are aware that a safe border is a safe nation. So we are doing many strategies to solve the border. That's why I said we focus our strategy from 2019 to 2023 to border management strategy. And we didn't develop the strategy alone. It was funded by EU with the support of International Organization for Migration. Experts were invited from all the law enforcement and other actors, including civil society, participated in drafting this document. This document, if well implemented, which we're implementing, would change the narrative of security, access of visa. But I don't want people to see border only as a security issue. For us, border is more than security. Border is a cultural issue. And Nigeria is a country that has been carved up by the British and the French. The French took their part, British took their part and cut across cultural relationship. Because of that, we have the ECOWAS citizenship. Today, you can say, I'm a citizen of ECOWAS. I say also, I'm a citizen of Nigeria or Niger. So we worked on that to ensure that we focus on our citizenship section. So we also focus on human rights issues of border. We focus about border also as a security. So what are we doing in terms of security? The numbers required to man borders are enormous. So we know very well we cannot man it physically. That's why we are deploying technology. I'm glad to say that there is e-border. Today we can see some borders real-time online. What is happening real-time online. We have established forward operational bases against the convention of where officers stay at the border control post waiting for people to pass. We established forward operational base, a base of 30 officers with a patrol commander with radio communication, which is digital, connected to headquarters real-time online. That's what we're doing. But the most important issue is men. We're training men to effectively man the borders through human relations, border community relations, ensuring that we send French-speaking officers living at the border. That's what we're doing, but I'm telling you, a lot needs to be done to ensure the borders are safe.
And how is the Nigerian Immigration Service collaborating with other agencies to implement its strategies?
We first started, even the document is drafted with the work of others so that they can work with us. We can say, look, you have contributed to the document. If we have challenge with the customer, we say, no, this border management strategy, you participated. The military participated, police participated. So it's a good strategy that you involve others to develop the strategy. We have done very well in the airports. The international airports, let me tell you, are very secure. Today, You pass through our airport, we take your biometric fingers, we take your photographs, we scan your document, we connect you to Interpol database. As you pass our border, international wanted persons are being checked. We are gradually putting that facility at the land border. So if we continue to put that, it's great. And at the border, we want others to sleep. If, like in the airport, what we encourage, all law enforcement stay behind, allow us to man. You will see what we are doing real time because technology. You will see what is happening real time online. If somebody is wanted by ICPC or by EFCC, by DSS or police, you will see that the person is there and you can act. That's why we create a secondary inspection. So the cooperation is that we are telling the other security agencies, especially where there are no insurgents, which has become a military zone, that we can man the borders on your behalf. So that we can segregate job. If all of us were in the same place, we would do nothing. But job segregated, if we have challenge, we can alert the police if it is a small riot case, or we can inform the army if it's a serious issue. That's the culture of cooperation we are doing with other law enforcement.
The issue of human trafficking has become a global phenomenon. What is the Nigerian Immigration Service putting in place to stem this ugly trend in Nigeria?
I want you to understand that trafficking is not only external. Trafficking is both internal and external. What is external is smuggling alone. There are two issues involved. Trafficking a person is when people are picked from one place to another for exploitative purpose. And that could be in Nigeria or outside the country. But smuggling a person is when you take person to a country which is not admissible. You smuggle the person. I give you an example. You have your child in Nigeria and you found yourself working in London. You said, look, how do I bring this child to London? London zone. So you saw a family that is coming on holiday. You add the name, change the name to everything, take the child to London. You have a smuggler. It's an offense by our law to do that because the person has no permission to enter UK, but you have changed name, changed document in order to make the person. What are we doing in respect of that? We're working with the NAPTIP. First, I would like to tell you that, for example, my humble self, I'm one of the founding fathers of NAPTIP. I was a director of investigation, the first director of investigation in NAPTIP, at the time when NAPTIP had reached tier 1 rating globally. So I know NAPTIP very well. NAPTIP is my baby. It's something I love to work. All cases of trafficking we arrest at the airport or at the land border, we hand over to NAPTIP to prosecute. That's what we do. But if there are smuggling cases, we prosecute those. So we work with the NAPTIP. We enhance the capacity of officers by training them to understand what is trafficking. We have done a movie called The Missing Step. Actually, I was the author of the movie before it became a movie, and Nollywood did it, made a movie out of it, supported by Swiss government. It's an educational movie to show that, look, people who pursue struggle outside, life is not paradise outside. So you need to educate not only Nigerians, but you need to educate officers. Because those who open the gate, who collect bribe, and allow person to live through the desert, they need to see how many people are dying in the desert, how many people are dying in the sea, how many women are exploited along the road. So that kind of education, not only to Nigerians, but to the officers, will make them to understand about my word. I have a word, which I call globalization. Acting local, thinking global. If you act connive, allow things to happen in your small place of work, it will affect the world. And so that's what we're doing, educating and also punishing.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Comptroller General of the Nigerian Immigration Service, Mohammed Baban Dede, MFR. This is Nigeria. We'll continue. Well, it's a wrap on This is Nigeria, and we're talking Nigerian Immigration Service. What is behind the policies, the strategies, and the deliverables that is happening at the agency right now. And we'll keep you updated on subsequent developments at the Nigerian Immigration Service. My name is Mayowa Oluwabi. Thank you for watching. God bless Nigeria.